Hi, I'm Sharita Green. I'd like to share my humbling summer experience. I was one of 14 people from Mercer University to attend a Mercer on Mission trip to Malawi. Our mission was threefold. We installed a solar water pump at the Chulio Chisima Clinic in Zomba, Africa. We also planted a vegetable garden and an orchard there as well. The third and final part of our mission was to do water quality monitoring at different locations in Malawi. Week 1, we were supposed to install the solar water pump. Due to circumstances beyond our control, we were unable to install the water pump. We did, however, clear and prepare the land for a vegetable garden. In the garden, we planted greens, peas, and other vegetables that will be used to feed the orphans on the weekends when they come. At the orphanage, we met a lot of wonderful people. Initially, I felt sorry for the people of Malawi, and every night I prayed for them. Before we left Malawi, I'd come to the realization that many of those people are happier than the people in America. I say that because you can't miss what you've never had. The children are happy with the simple things in life. I loved watching them laugh, play, and dance. It was so amazing. At the end of our first week, we went to Lake Malawi National Park. Lake Malawi National Park is a World Heritage Site. This national park, with its deep, clear waters, is home to many hundred species of fish, nearly all endemic. Week 2, we began our water quality monitoring. We found that each of the sites we tested were within normal range for turbidity, pH, nitrate, phosphate, dissolved oxygen, and biochemical oxygen demand of the water. The coliform tests were positive for bacterial fecal. This helped me understand why there are dysentery problems in Malawi. While the water from the well looked perfectly fine, our water quality tests proved that there are still some types of bacteria in the water, which is one of the reasons why the people of Malawi continue to have health issues. During week 2, we also visited the Mangochi Orphan Education Training Center. Last year, Team Malawi 1 planted a garden at Moet, and while we were there, we were able to see the fruits of their labor. We took a picture with Dr. Vokiwa in front of his tree. His tree is one of the few trees that survived from last year's plantings. While we were at Moet, we visited the students, and they showed their appreciation by reciting the Malawi Pledge of Allegiance. I was so overwhelmed to see these kids so eager to learn. I was excited to see that all of their assignments on the board were written in English. Moet is an income generating asset that primarily makes their money via permaculture. Permaculture is a holistic design system for creating a sustainable human environment. At Moet, they teach the kids to use herbs, plants, and trees for medicinal purposes. We went to the Lake Chilwa community where we visited the Ramsey Village. Before going to the Ramsey Village, we stopped at the National Herbarium and Botanic Gardens of Malawi. There we picked up seedlings to take to Ramsey Village, where we planted over 100 seedlings. The people of the village impressed me. They are such hard workers. They told us they had already planted over 9,000 trees in the village. We met one of the chiefs of the village, who was 104 years old. He gave us some history on a tree in the area known as the Naked Tree. The Naked Tree is where they teach preteens and teens sex education. The chief danced with us, and the ladies of the village allowed us to beat their drums as they danced in a circle with us. At the end of week 2, we visited Lawande National Park Wildlife Safari. There we saw elephants, impalas, baboons, hippopotami, and warthogs. It was amazing. Our final week, we went back to Zomba and completed the installation of the solar water pump at the Chulio Chosima Clinic. Upon completion, we closed out at the village by presenting gifts to the people of the village. Pastor Njosana thanked us for coming to Zomba and installing the water pump. What a sense of pride we felt for being able to give back in such an awesome way. To see the smiling faces of the people at the village, seeing clean water running from a sink was overwhelming. Even as I talk about this experience, my eyes fill with tears. I couldn't have experienced a better life lesson than the experience I had this summer in Malawi. We ended our journey in Mulanje, where we visited the Mulanje Mountain Conservation Trust. This trust is an environmental endowment trust funded by the World Bank through the Global Environmental Facility. The mountains and waterfalls in Mulanje Mountain were absolutely breathtaking. We visited a tea factory and we saw firsthand how tea is made. I learned so much, and my life will forever be changed by my experience. Please continue to pray for the people of Africa and ask God to enlarge their territory.